Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is the next episode in the Blender tutorial series of a Comma FC panel van. In the last episode we finished the side guide mesh. In this episode we'll be doing the door. Now if you remember, in the door there's, if we look at the top view, there's a slight curvature here, so I didn't want to mess that mesh up, so basically we'll carry on and shape this mesh to coincide with this. Okay, so let's get started. So first off is to press Alt and left mouse and select that line. Now we don't want the bottom three, so we'll just shift and left mouse on these three, and we don't want this joined. This is going to be a separate guide mesh, so what I'm going to do is press Shift and D to duplicate it, left mouse to settle it, then go press P and separate selection. Okay, tab into object mode and select this line, which is there. Okay, right. So now we've got this. We'll press E. Sorry, let's select them all first. Select them all first, then press E and Y, and move them directly across until the bottom vertices in the middle of that crease line. Okay, so there. This gives ourselves more space. And move this across. So we've got that into place. Now I think the bottom is fine. Let's have a look in front view. Okay, so just trying to see. Right, so I think it goes in slightly. So look at one, and let's move this in slightly to here. So that's in place. So press B and deselect up to here. So B, left mouse, sorry, middle mouse, drag and delete those vertices, and then we'll shift these into place one by one. So that one's in place, so press B, middle mouse and deselect that, move these in, to here, press B, range select, and do the same all along the line. Hold the shift key down when you're moving this to give you minute movement, and then lastly put those into place. So that's the extent of our door. So if we press Alt and select that edge loop, go into top view and just have a look where we are with that. Okay, so go back into side view, press Z and choose wireframe, and let's get these into place. So first off is this one, so press G twice and bring it all the way to there, to that line. Now this one, G twice and bring that into place. I'm going for the middle of the line, and I'll tell you why in a later episode. So G twice and put it in the middle. That one I didn't quite get there. G twice, go to small movement again, use the shift key, This one, G twice, bring that across. Let's have a look at that. I don't know why. Why that's hidden like so. Not sure what happened there. Press Control and Z. Let's have a look, see what we got. So we've got two vertices and they should be one under the other. We'll take these back a stage and see what we've got going on. Right, let's disable the view of the subdivision surface. And let's choose these one at a time. So press G twice, bring it all the way back. This one, G twice, bring it all the way back to the middle layer. Still not got that one in line, and bring that one back. And now this one, G twice, G twice, and bring it across. I think I went on the on the angle on the other one. So let's just get this one right. So bring that in. That's better. Okay, now this one, G twice, and bring that in. This one, G twice, and bring that in. And just keep going down the line. Just keep going down the line till each one is in place. It will save us cutting it out at a later date if we've got this as a separate thing. And I'll get used to modelling to lines, but don't forget this is a guide mesh, so it should be a little bit proud. It should be a little bit further, and we'll probably extend that in a later episode. So down to there. Okay, so press Tab. Let's see what we've got. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so now we need to put some edge loops in, and really essentially what we're trying to do is to get the same sort of spacing as this. So press Control and R and scroll up on your mouse until you've got, say, 5 cuts. I'm going for 4. Go for 4 cuts, press left mouse twice and get them into place. Now we want to level these up. We don't necessarily want them all to go down, we want a progression. Actually, that looks alright, I'm going to leave it like that. So press Z, go to solid, put subdiv on, press Tab, and there we are, we've got the door. There we go, shine the reflection through on that highly shiny front, which you can get on the Met Cap by choosing Met Cap here and choosing one of the standard ones. One of the other ones I like to use is this one. So anything with a light is highly reflective. That's obviously highly reflective, but these two in particular are the ones I use just to see if there's any abnormalities in the mesh, but that looks pretty good. So let's have a look at this from all angles now. I'm going to put the highly reflective red one on. So look at it all angles now. So press 1 on the keypad. Yeah, that could possibly come in a little bit further at the top there. It doesn't look quite right. Does need to come in a little bit, which is cool. That's what this is all about. And this looks to be a little bit, it should be going round there. So 1 was okay. Yeah, right, okay. So what I'm going to do is press Control and Z, just to go back a step. So take those loop cuts out, and let's make sure that these are correct. So I don't think these are in the right position. So pull those over on the x-axis. Also, don't take the blueprints as absolute gospel. I'm quite happy with that, because that is obviously the side. That's that. The top, if you press Z, going to look, we're a little bit out on this. We could actually bring these out on the X to match this, which I think I'm going to do actually. I know we've got them into place here. There's something that doesn't look quite right. So look at the van. See, we've got this gap between. So we've got this, which is this bit here. So right, I'm going to go to the top view. Made a decision. I'm going to pull these out on the X to match up with this. So I'm going to pull these out. What you find with blueprints, that and pull all these out to match that line there, and this one just a little bit more. We've got to look at the curvature. So if we go to 1 now, yeah, that's the other side. So it's this line here we're looking at, which isn't too bad actually on there. I was forgetting there's this piping on the side here. There's this little detail. Don't know if we can see it on this so much. Okay, well that's what I'm going with anyway. So press 3. Let's put these loop cuts back in now. Control R and go up to press 4. Press Z, solid view, tab into object mode, and let's have a look at this. Right. So let's put choose object and go to shade smooth. here, object and shade smooth. There we go. So that's all sort of married up. If we look along that, if we get hide the blueprint visibility by clicking there, it looks like the mesh is yeah, it looks like the mesh is in there. I haven't done this properly, so yeah, we'll forget that for the time being. I'll have to move those over. Okay, so if we tab out, we'll just look along the side. It's pretty good. Okay, right, so now you're going to get this shade in because the door is essentially on the curve there, so you're going to get a little bit of issue at the top here. Might have to tweak that a little bit, but just having a look to see how this is affected. Let's put the subdivision back on. Let's put that. It's because I haven't got the subdivision on. So that was fine. We need to sharpen up the edges now. So we'll do what we did before. So we'll select that edge loop. Press Control and Shift, Alt and left mouse and select that. Do the same, Shift, Alt and left mouse there and here. We'll press N and make sure that the mean crease is at 1 all the way around. Okay. And the last little bit to do in this episode is to do this bottom piece. Now I don't want another loop cut here and cut that out yet, so we're going to extrude this down, but what we need to do is tab and go into this, tab again. What we need to do is get this, hold Control, the bottom one, press Shift and D to copy it, left mouse to set, then you press G and Y or just use the arrow and bring that across to here. Now we need to level it up with the which it seems like it is actually. Right. So what I need to do now is tab here, tab into this. Right, so these three we need to press P and separate the selection. Need to go into object mode, tab into this one, hold Shift and click that and press Control and J to join the meshes together. Press tab to go into edit mode. Go to 1. And what we need to do is to look to see which one we need to marry this up with, which will be that one. So press L, hover over this and press L, go to 1. So that's where we need to be. That needs to be level with that. But I want to keep the curvature, so I'm not going to go, so we'll just eyeball this up. Okay, so just press L on these. We know we need to be level with that one. So just come across. Until we're level with that one. Which seems a little bit out actually, but never mind. So yeah, let's just get these lined up and press 3 on the numpad, and let's press E and Y and extrude this to this point here. And now we can use the active elements, so make sure active elements on. So here, click this and press S, Y and 0 to line it up, okay? So we want one loop cut in here, so press Ctrl and R, one loop cut in there, and once again make sure that it's in line, so press SY 0. And now all we do is to click, it won't hurt to make sure that's in line either, so let's choose these, press SY 0, make sure they're in line. Now we'll join this gap up, so press these 4 and press F, then click these 2 and press F again. And right, let's have a look at the main creases now. So I'm going to put it into edge mode. Now we don't want a main crease there or there, so we'll take that down to 0. But we want one on the bottom here, so click these 2 and just watch what happens to the curvature at the bottom there, and type in 1. There you go. So that this main crease is in there temporarily whilst we've got a guide mesh, and once we've got our main mesh we won't need that. Okay, so press tab, and that should match up with that. I'm reasonably happy with that. So go into edit mode, let's just make sure the normals are all okay, so press A to select it all, and then press Shift and N to recalculate the normals. Okay, choose the whole thing and make sure that we've got shade smooth selected, so click object there, go down to shade smooth, and there we go. That's the side, that's the door guide mesh finished. Okay, in the next episode I'll go around the back, so we've got the back sorted. So we'll see what we do with that on the next episode. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.